What's up everybody? Now, before we get into today's video, I have something to do. I'm finally going to be doing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and that's that $30 NBAstore.com giveaway that you guys have all been entering. And I think I have about 100 people entered into it from those of you who have subscribed and commented. So that's a tenth of my subscribers were entering, when in reality, all 1,000 of you could have entered. But we got 100 of them, so that'll be fun. So let's hop into this quick and let's see who's gonna win, all right? So I got everybody in a wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel just one time. Whoever's name pops up on there, that's who's gonna win. And then I want that person to comment in the comment section below the best way to reach them at, or you guys can reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram. That is in the description. And reach out to me with proof that you are subscribed, and then we'll get everything figured out and figure out what you want from the NBA store. Then we can get on with our giveaway. So it should be pretty sick. But again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Now let's help me get 2,000 and then so much more. But 2,000 is the next goal. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, let's get in. All right, so we are over here on wheeldecide.com. You guys can see down here, I got a bunch of people put in here, all right? So if you commented, your name's in there, I guarantee it. Now, we're gonna spin this wheel, like I said, one time, and whoever gets that is the winner of today's giveaway. I'm gonna spin it a bunch of times, all right? And the winner is going to be Funk It Up Gaming. So Funk It Up Gaming, hit me in the comment section below, or hit me on Twitter or on Instagram. Let me know how I can get best in contact with you. We'll figure out what you want. Give me proof that you are subscribed, and then I'll get whatever you want from the NBAstore.com, $30 or less. Appreciate you for subscribing and everybody else. Now let's get into today's video. All right, so for today's video, what we're gonna be doing is the no lottery pick rebuilding challenge, also dubbed like the Raptors rebuilding challenge, because they won a title without having a single lottery pick, and that's what we're gonna be trying to do in today's video. So right now I'm gonna stop and we're gonna find my team, and then we are going to fantasy draft and see who we get. So I'm gonna stop in 3, 2, 1, the Detroit Pistons. I've done a bunch of Pistons rebuild. Let's stop in another one. Let's stop in about 3, 2, 1. The Warriors, I just did multiple Warriors rebuilds. And stop. Okay, I did like 2 Celtics rebuilds in a row. Come on, just give me something. Pistons, this is ridiculous. Suns, all right. The Phoenix Suns is who we're gonna be. So, I'm gonna pick a few people, but then I'm probably gonna get like 4 or 5, and then I'll let them select the rest. So let's get to our pick, which is like 17 or 18 or something like that. Pascal Siakam's here. He was a 27th pick, so he could definitely be it. All these guys were drafted high. Jimmy Butler could be. Chris Middleton's another guy. I think I'm gonna go with Pascal Siakam though. And he will fit, so he will be here for the entire video unless I decide to trade him down the line or something, but he fits the challenge. Now, our second pick, Kemba was like a 9th overall pick or something like that. Yeah, Chris Paul, no. John Wall was the 1st overall pick. Tobias Harris went 19. We could maybe snag Tobias Harris. Zach LaVine we can't have. Drummond was like 9th pick. Montrezl Harrell, he was a 2nd round draft pick, I believe, yep. And Kyle Lowry also fits the bill. Vucevic, he does, because it's just picks 1 through 14 in the 1st round we cannot have. 15 and up we can have. But I think I'm going to go with Tobias Harris here or Montrezl Harrell. I think I'm going to go Montrezl Harrell. Try and get some cap space to sign somebody in free agency. Not that there's great people out there, but there should be some decent people we could try and sign. So now with our 3rd pick, Steven Adams does not fit. He went 12th. Eric Bledsoe would work. Valanciunas does not work. Spencer Dinwiddie would work. I think that's who we're probably going to draft. Al Horford would not work. All right, we're going with Spencer Dinwiddie. And let's keep going. I want to do like 4 or 5, like as many picks as there's good people left. I'm going to do. Millsap could go. He'd be good for trades because he does make that $30 million. Goran Dragic's also an option. Dennis Schroeder's an option. So Dennis Schroeder or Paul Millsap. I think we might go with Schroeder, honestly. All right, we'll go with Schroeder, and let's go to our next pick now, and we'll see who we can get there. And this is probably the last pick we're going to make. Serge Ibaka fits the bill. Karis LeVert also does. I think I'm going to draft Serge, flip him to a power forward, and we'll see what happens. So I'll let them draft the rest of my team, and then we'll get into rebuilding after this is over. So we're good here. Let's check out this roster. By the way, this is also going to be a 3-year challenge. So if we don't win in the first season, we have 2 more seasons to go. So Pascal Siakam's here. We got Montrezl Harrell, who I'm going to flip to a power forward, I think, just to trade him if we need to. Spencer Dinwiddie. We could run him at shooting guard. We got Dennis Schroeder, who works. Serge works. Mikal Bridges does not work, so he'll have to be out the door before we can simulate any games. Andre Iguodala does not work. Landry Shamet does. Lonnie Walker does. Cameron Johnson does not. Zizic, he would. Keldon Johnson. We got some young players. Yeah, like all these young players fit the bill, but we're going to probably trade them. First off, let's go change Serge to a power forward. He's an 85 overall as a power forward. That's ridiculous. All right, so let's try and trade Serge Ibaka with Mikal Bridges and this 2020 second round pick. Blake Griffin, he would not work. He was the number 1 overall pick. Zach LaVine would not work. Nurkic would work. Bama Adebayo, 14th. If Bam was 1 spot lower, we could get Bam, but we cannot get Bam. DeMar DeRozan, he was the 9th pick. Tobias Harris would fit. Don't really need Tobias, but I mean, for Serge and Mikal Bridges, it's probably worth it. So let's do that. And let's check the rotation quick and see how good it is. I don't really care too much about this season, honestly. Andre Iguodala, he doesn't fit, so we'll have to trade him. Tony Bradley, he's good. Who else doesn't fit? Okay, so Cameron Johnson has to be traded. Keldon Johnson's good. Cabarrot's good, and Jalen McDaniels is good. So let's trade away Andre Iguodala right now. And I want to know what happens to his trade value if he goes up to a small forward. 79, yeah. He's more of a natural small forward in my opinion anyways. So we'll trade Iguodala and maybe like Cameron Johnson with another second round pick and see if we can get anything for him. Andrew Wiggins, number 1 overall pick. George Hill would fit. He was drafted 26th overall. He'd be a good backup point guard for us. And then Al-Farouq Aminu, he'd have to get traded away. So we'll do that, and then we'll trade away Al-Farouq Aminu while we're here. Eric Gordon does not work. Kelly Olynyk, he went 13th. PJ Tucker, we could get PJ Tucker. Bogdanovich, he would work as well. That wouldn't be too bad. We'd have to give up a first round pick in the future for that one. Couple first round pick and a second round pick. Actually, those picks aren't too bad. We'll probably run with those picks, and then I think we're gonna simulate this season. But yeah, let's go and see if there's any free agents we can sign. Joakim Noah, where was he drafted? 9th overall. Bazemore went undrafted, so we'll try and sign Bazemore. And let's try and sign Kyle Korver. Yep. All right. Now I want to see if there's people we can send to the G League. Why are we on the 76ers? Okay, there we go. So, like Pascal Siakam, we'll send him to the G League. He should be an absolute stud after this year. And then Spencer Dinwiddie. He doesn't want to be sent to the G League. Okay, so then could we send, like, Montrezl Harrell to the G League? He doesn't want to either. Who could we send down there then? Lonnie Walker. We'll send Lonnie Walker to the G League. And let's set our system. We're at 3-star with balance. I'm going to get a better coach, though. So let's go fix up the staff a little bit. Head coach, Monty Williams, are getting fired, and we're going to bring in Michael Stauffer to be our guy. Assistant coach, you're gone too. And we're going to bring in Trent Peterson. He declined my offer, so let's try and go with Otis Newman, I guess. He accepted. Trainer, we're going to fire this guy and bring in Stephen Harrington, I guess. And now, assistant GM, you got to go, my guy. We need somebody better than that. Trading, A-. Okay, we'll go with Eric Brown. Wow, we can't even get him. Okay, so I need somebody good at negotiating too. Maxwell. All right, so then we're good. Wow, we must not have much money there to sign staff, but now we're going to simulate season number 1. So I will do just that, and I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. We'll see how this team did, and then I don't think we're going to win a championship. We'll have Siakam for the playoffs if we do make the playoffs, but yeah, other than that, I think we're going to be pretty bad. I think we'll maybe win like 35 games. So I'll simulate this season. I'll catch you guys at the end of the season, and we'll see how good this team is. So I said we'd end up winning probably like 35 games. We actually ended up winning 34, which is fine because I want to have a good draft pick. We aren't going to be able to play the player that we select with that pick, but we can trade them. Luka won MVP, Ja Morant won Rookie of the Year, Ricky Rubio won Sixth Man, Kawhi won Defensive Player, Luka won Most Improved, and then Dwayne Casey, Coach of the Year. So, anybody from our sons on any of these things? I don't believe we will have anybody. Nope, we don't have anybody. So let's get into the playoffs. We're not going to make the playoffs, so I'll check out the stats quick before we do anything. So here are the stats. We got Dinwiddie, Harris, 18, 15, 14. I mean, pretty good stuff. Honestly, Harrell putting up 14, 8.5 is not that bad. Shooting 60% from the field is nice. Tobias Harris is definitely going to be somebody that's going to be traded away. But Bazemore even put up 9.5. Hill put up 9. Like, Tony Bradley put up 8 points, 8 rebounds. Like, this was a pretty decent team. I'm excited to see what Pascal Siakam turns into. But let's simulate these playoffs. Let's see who wins the championship. And let's really try and go out there and get this title next year. That's my hope. But the Celtics do win the finals, and Paul George is the finals MVP. So I don't know who else is on that team, but let's get into the draft lottery and see where our pick falls. We are currently projected to have the 5th overall pick, and that jumps up to number 2. Let's go. That's what we need. This pick is going to be worth something. Staff signing. We need a CFO. Let's try and get Logan Mills. He's not going to want to accept that. All right. Christopher Murray. All right, Christopher Murray's coming to the team. Now, let's get into the draft. Let's see who's at 2 and if we get any trades for that. So number 1 goes Denny Avdia. We got number 2. So we got James Wiseman here. We got Anthony Edwards. We got LaMelo Ball. I'm going to go LaMelo Ball. And let's simulate to the end of the draft. We're going to have to flip LaMelo Ball before we play any games, but I'm fine with that. Rookie signings. LaMelo Ball is making about $6 million a year. We're going to accept team options on both of them. Qualifying offers, sure, we'll extend it to those two. And now before we even get into free agency, we're going to trade away Tobias Harris. Throw a second round pick with him, see if we can get anybody that fits the bill, but maybe it's just a little bit cheaper. Derek White fits it. He's a little cheaper. He's not as good. Buddy Hield does not fit. Draymond would fit, so would Robert Covington, but they have massive contracts. Jonathan Isaac, he went 6th overall. He would not fit. DeAndre Jordan would fit. Harrison Barnes, he would not work. Kyle Lowry would work, but he makes a ton of money too. I actually am not against this trade right here. $10 million, we get a first-round pick, and DeAndre Jordan, you flip him to a power forward, he should be pretty nice. So let's see if we can get Anthony Davis. We don't have nearly enough money for Anthony Davis, so I wonder who's filling up the cap. Schroeder's part of it. DeAndre Jordan, who we could flip here. Spencer Dinwiddie. A couple first-round picks would free up some money. Valanciunas. Larry Markkinen doesn't fit. Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson Hayes. He doesn't work either. Kyle Kuzma would work. We're probably not going to be able to bring in Anthony Davis, and even if we tried, he probably wouldn't accept because we're not going to give him a no-trade clause because he couldn't be on this team. So let's just try and bring back Montrezl Harrell. He's not interested in signing with us. Oh, but he's very loyal. Why doesn't he want to come back? All right, so let's try and sign. All right, so then, if that's the case, we can renounce our rights on him, right? Because we have some sort of rights on him or something. Yeah. No, he doesn't want to sign with me, so I'm not gonna We're not going to keep his rights. I don't want to keep the rights on Bazemore or Cabarrot or McDaniels. I don't really care. Tobias Harris, we have a trade exception. I'm not going to renounce those rights. So now let's try and find a trade. We should be able to do something and sign a free agent. So DeAndre Jordan, there was a couple picks. We're going to do that quick. And Dennis Schroeder, honestly, if we could just find somebody like, if we could maybe trade Dennis Schroeder for like Devontae Graham or something, I think that's something we should try and do. Monte Morris, we could get him. Also bring in Elie Okobo. That's not bad. You know what? That one's not too bad, but I want to try and go get Devontae Graham. Oh, but he's a free agent. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to get Devontae Graham. So let's throw Schroeder and George Hill into the trade quick and see what they could bring us. These two would work. That wouldn't be terrible. Robert Covington, undrafted. Robert Williams, late in the second round. I think we're going to do that. Oh, but that doesn't really save us any money. Well, I guess that saves us about $10 million. Okay, we'll do that. We almost have enough for Anthony Davis. So now, who else makes too much money? Robert Covington's the guy we got to trade. So let's go to the roster and change him to a small forward quick and try to trade him away then. So Robert Covington, first round picks, 2 of them. Michael Porter Jr., 14th. Dang it. Vucevic went 16th. Kevin Love went too high, and so did Derrick Rose. Jimmy Butler is a player that fits. Jimmy Butler would be nice. D'Angelo Russell would not fit. Okay, we'll go with Jimmy Butler, but he makes a lot of money. That's defeating the purpose, Brendan. That's defeating the purpose. Trying to get a free agent. Who could we sign? Could we sign somebody out here that's not named Anthony Davis? Like Brandon Ingram's restricted, I guess. Like DeMar DeRozan, we don't have enough for him. Hassan Whiteside, we have enough for Whiteside. Maybe we'll throw Whiteside this contract. And he would actually fit. So let's try and do this for Whiteside. And he is agreeing to come to the team. Okay, so Whiteside's here. Now I'm going to try and make that trade for... try and make that trade for Jimmy Butler. If it's still here. Okay, so now, but instead of doing this, I'm going to try and throw in different picks. Like 2020 pick. Or 2022 pick. And another 2022 pick. Now they want Robert Williams, a 2024 pick, and they'll give me a 2021 pick. Okay, I'll do that, sure. I just don't want to give up those 2021 picks because they are worth something. So now let's go back to free agency and see who we can sign. Actually, do we need to trade anybody away while we're at it? I could trade Hassan Whiteside just to see what kind of value he has out here. And see if there's any money that could be freed up by trading him away. Not really. Jaylen Brown, he was a 3rd pick. We can't get him. Draymond, Jamal Murray's too high. CJ McCollum went 10th. All right, so I think that's all we're going to be able to do. So let's just sign some other players here, like Brad Wanamaker. Maybe we'll try and bring him in. Try and bring in Torrey Craig. And like Marvin Williams. Okay, Marvin Williams is coming. Torrey Craig and Wanamaker are coming. I think that's good enough. Let's get out of that, and let's go to player progression. Pascal Siakam jumped up 3. He's a 92 overall. Jimmy's an 88. We got Hassan, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lonnie Walker. And we got LaMelo Ball, who can be traded with some picks. So now it's time to really orchestrate some trades and really try and build in a team that's going to be solid. So let's load in this draft class here quick. I'm going to try this one. I need to find a good PC draft. So if you guys know of one, let me know. But untapped potential, we'll send one to Spencer Dinwiddie. And then the other one probably to Pascal Siakam. He probably has A+, though. He does. Let's get into the season. So quick, I'm just going to trade these two and try and find one player to bring in. Joe Harris, not Marvin Williams too, though. And, okay, 2 second-round picks, or first-round picks. So now we're going to be able to get into the season. I was just one player over. So that's what the rotation would look like, but LaMelo Ball does have to be traded. So LaMelo Ball makes $5 million. And, I don't know who else is out here that needs to be traded away. Like, Lonnie Walker's good. Tony Bradley's good. Landry Shamet's good. Keldon Johnson's good. Marvin Williams was the 2nd overall pick. I knew that. Shout out to King of the 4th Quarter for that one. But we'll trade our 1st-round pick this year with them. RJ Barrett would be nice, but it wouldn't work. De'Aaron Fox went 5th. Jonathan Isaac, yeah, he doesn't work. Mitchell Robinson went in the 2nd round. That would be a solid trade. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson. Okay, we're going to do Mitchell Robinson, Kyle Kuzma. Both of them fit the bill. So now let's look at the roster. Mitchell Robinson is going to be our power forward. Now we need a point guard pretty badly, but other than that, the starting lineup is pretty much set. And Mitchell Robinson off the bench isn't bad either. What happens if we do this? We do Jimmy Butler at the shooting guard. He goes down 1. We do Dinwiddie at point guard. He goes down 1. And we do Siakam at small forward. He goes down 1 as well. Now this is the starting lineup, and it's actually really solid. Then we got Lonnie Walker, Kyle Kuzma, Tony Bradley, and Landry Shamet off the bench, plus Keldon Johnson, Torrey Craig. So I just need to make sure any of these other people are good. Torrey Craig went undrafted. Zizic is good. Okay, so now we're going to try and work on making some trades with some of these first-round picks that we have, like Jimmy Butler. Actually, no, let's try and go build a trade for Chris Middleton. Because Chris Middleton went later than 14. He went in the second round. So if we throw in like Kyle Kuzma, we're going to throw in some money too. That's the tough thing. Let's build a trade around Whiteside and Middleton because we can always shift Robinson back to the center, Siakam back to the power forward. So let's try and do this. And I'll just throw in some picks in the future. So 2022 pick. And another 2022 pick. And a 2023 pick. That's not enough for Chris Middleton. Okay, let's go change Whiteside to a power forward quick. And then we'll try and trade him. So he's now a 90 overall. And we can propose a trade and get... where did he go? Chris Middleton right here. And now we got Hassan Whiteside, and let's throw in a first-round pick in 2022. And we'll throw in another 2022 pick. And we'll throw in this 2023 pick. And we will throw in this 2025 pick. Okay, finally accept. So now let's go back to the team. Siakam back to a power forward. Mitchell Robinson back up to a center. Jimmy Butler will stay as a shooting guard, and Dinwiddie will stay as a point guard. So this is the rotation now, and then off the bench, we really just need a point guard. So I'm going to try and trade like Landry Shamet for a point guard and see if we can get anything for him. So we go Landry Shamet and Keldon Johnson, first round pick. Can we get anything nice here? Monte Morris would fit. Shake Milton would fit. That's probably going to be the trade we do unless I see something else, but I think that's it. So let's do that. And let's set the rotation. Let's simulate season number 2 after we make sure our system is good. Pace and space is 3.5 stars. All right, we're going to run with that. Let's simulate season number 2. Let's see if we can win ourselves a championship and just end this no lottery pick rebuild right away. All right, so we got season number 2 wrapping up. We end up with 61 wins, and here are the awards if you guys do care about them at all. Jabari Parker winning 6th man is kind of surprising, honestly. Bruce Brown, most improved, also surprising. Billy Donovan wins coach of the year, but they're 59 and 23. We end up 2 games better than them. So do we have any Suns on any of these All-NBA teams? It doesn't really look like we have Jimmy Butler on defensive second team. And yeah, that's it. So we are the 1 seed. I'm going to check out these stats before we get into the playoffs. But Pascal went crazy with 24 points. Middleton 17. Dinwiddie 16. Jimmy Butler 14 and 5 and 5, not too bad. Lonnie Walker actually came off the bench, averaged 11.5, 4 rebounds, 1.3 assists, shot 50% from the field and 45% from 3. Kuzma, Robinson, just an all-around solid effort from the team. Let's simulate this first round against the Clippers, and looks like we're gonna beat them pretty well. 4-1, we do win. Now it's Dallas. Is this a Luka Dallas team? It is not. It's a Dame Dallas team. We got Dame, DeLon Wright, Kelly Oubre, Bojan Bogdanovic, Marvin Bagley, and then the bench looks like this. Nothing too crazy. Let's simulate this round and see if we can take them. Dame is no match for our team. We end up winning 4-0. Darius Garland, James Harden, Jonathan Isaac, Brandon Clark, DeMarcus Cousins. This is a solid defensive team outside of Darius Garland, but Harden is okay. But then Isaac's good, Clark's good, Cousins is good, Tristan Thompson's good. The bench is solid, like Marcus Saul, Andre Iguodala, Malachi Richardson. All right, let's simulate this round as well. We're down 3-1. All right. 9-man rotation. And All right, let's see if we can win any of these games. Simulate with Simcast here. And it's back and forth, but it looks like they might go away with it. And they do win by 3. So let's simulate the rest of the playoffs. The Rockets win. Harden's Finals MVP. We got some more rebuilding to do. Let's go to the lottery. I think we have a couple picks left. Maybe we traded them away. I'm not sure. So we do have the 25th pick and the 11th pick from Sacramento. So that's not terrible. We'll take this guy. We'll have to trade him away. 25, we will take Usman Garuba. And let's get out of the draft. Sign in both of our rookies, of course. Team player options. We're going to accept team options on both of these two. Spencer Dinwiddie declined his player option. That's fine. Qualifying offers are going to be extended to everyone here. And free agency. We don't have enough money for Giannis, but Giannis would work in this. Giannis would work in this. So let's look and try and make some trades here. Jimmy Butler. Could he bring us anything out here? Kemba wouldn't work. DeAndre Jordan also. DeAndre Jordan would work. Zach LaVine wouldn't. Devin Booker, 13th. That's unfortunate. Jaylen Brown went 3rd. All right, so there's not much out there. So I think we just go in here and try and re-sign Spencer Dinwiddie and Kuzma. And we're bringing both of them in, it looks like. So this is what the team looks like now. Siakam's up to a 94. Middleton's an 89. Here's the rest of it if you guys do care about that at all. But let's get into training camps. And we're going to have to trade. We'll have to make sure we have nobody that was selected in the lottery. And other than that, we're probably just going to make a couple moves if there's any available. So the starting lineup is good. We could get a better point guard. I think that's our point of weakness. But then off the bench, we need a point guard for sure. And we need a small forward. Shake Milton fits. Bradley fits. Kuzma fits. This guy's got to be traded. So Baji and Agbaji with the first round pick. Can we get somebody solid? PJ Washington, he went 12th. He does not work. Pascal went in the second round. He wouldn't be too bad. All right, Pascal, I guess, and Chason Randall. So we already have Kuzma, but Kuzma can probably go to small forward for us off the bench then, and he's an 81. And now we just need a point guard to come off the bench, and we should be pretty much set then, right? Yeah, if we run a 10-man rotation, we would be set. So let's try and find a point guard. We'll trade like Shake Milton. And maybe we'll even throw in like Garuba and this first-round pick to do it. We need a point guard to come off the bench. Elliot Kobo, he would fit. He's an 80. Killian Hayes, he's not good enough. Kendrick Nunn would fit. He wasn't even drafted. Jalen Brunson. Okay, Kendrick Nunn kind of the team. I trust Mitchell Robinson running all of our center minutes. So Tony Bradley's not going to be in the rotation. I'll simulate this season as long as the system is good. System is good. Let's simulate season number 3. Let's see if we can finally complete this challenge. If not, I guess that's the end of it. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. All right, so the team is really bad 10 games in. We're 3-7. We got to make some moves. So somebody want to trade Chris Middleton if we can. Rudy Gobert would fit. Malcolm Brogdon would fit. And Kelly Oubre would also fit. So that's not terrible. We're going to make this trade here. And that's going to help out our depth a bunch. Yeah, that's going to help out our depth some. And who's our starting small forward now? Kuzma, though, that's not it. So we'll try and trade Kuzma and see if we can bring in some. I guess we have Oubre, though. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. Let's see how that works. I'll simulate a few more games. If it's going well, you guys will see me at the end of the season. If it's not going well, you'll be seeing me before that. So we picked up ahead of steam and really just made some good moves. And now we're 61-21. So the rest of the season after that turned out to be a lot better. Here are the awards if you guys do care. I don't see anybody in our squad. But, yeah. Any Suns on anything. Pascal Siakam does make All-NBA third team. And Jimmy Butler makes All-Defensive second team along with Pascal Siakam. So we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. So I'll check out the stats quick. Pascal went 24, 8 and 2.5. Not bad. Spencer Dinwiddie, 20 and 7. Jimmy did his thing, especially defensively. Malcolm Brogdon came off the bench and did well. Here are the rest of the stats if you guys do care. But let's go make sure that the rotation's good. They want Kelly Oubre in starting lineup. I'm fine with that. Kuzma can go to the bench. Let's simulate the playoffs. We're going up against the Pelicans, and we do move on 4-0. Sacramento has John Wall, Zach Norvell, LeBron, Keith, and Mo Bamba. This could be a difficult matchup, or we could just sweep them in 4 games. Now we're going up against the Rockets again, who took us out last year. This year, Kevin Porter Jr. is in the starting lineup. They got Zeke Naji, Jonathan Isaac off the bench. This team is pretty solid. Let's see what happens. We're up 3-1, though, and we do move on. We're going up against the Pacers. They got Ja, Jalen, Miles Bridges, Rui, Andre Drummond, Serge, Mike Conley. Solid team. We sweep them anyways. Pascal Siakam is the finals MVP, and we did it. So the team was pretty good there after I made those trades, and we were able to win the championship. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Shout out to you for winning the giveaway. It was Funk It Up Gaming, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to you for winning the giveaway. Make sure you get into contact with me. And yeah, I had a ton of fun with this one. I hope you guys will consider subscribing if you have not subscribed already, because 40% of you watch my videos are not subscribed. I hope that gets lower, but shout out to you guys so much. Other than that, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.